Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dwayne Kimball, United States Army veteran and retired VA rating specialist. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing, do your primary VA primary care physician that falls under VHA, Veterans Healthcare Administration, have a direct line to the VA rater whom falls under VBA, Veterans Benefit Administration? And today, I'm going to answer that question and provide you feedback from my time as a former VA rater. Okay, so I see a lot of comments that people leave in some of my videos, and I definitely appreciate the comments. But also, they're leaving comments saying, oh, the primary care physician will call the rater and do this, or call the rater and tell them this, or call the rater and tell them that. Now, as a former rater, I can honestly say I did not have a VA primary care physician, okay? Not a C&P examiner, but a VA primary care physician ever called me. I don't even recall one ever emailing me, okay? So let's just say you go in for your annual physical or just for any particular condition, right? Seeking treatment. And you're service connected for it. And let's just say it improves. I have never had a primary care pick the phone up or even send me an email and say, Dwayne, if you ever rate this veteran's case, they came to office day and it shows improvement. No. You know how many veterans out there it is? And those doctors don't even have access to raters. Now, they could find us in Microsoft Outlook, like our email address, if they knew who was working that case, but it's hundreds of raters. Now, as a former VA rater, I could see that treatment that you showed up for and told that doctor, especially if you came back, maybe claimed an increase or claiming the condition secondary. Raters can see that. And in a previous video, I stated, hey, what if your primary care left out information and how and why you should send an addendum or email through secure email messaging in My Healthy Vet, okay? So that's something that you have to think about when you go into that primary care physician. They're not gonna pick up the phone and call VBA, but VBA has access to those reports in a system called Capri. I don't know if they changed the name, but when I was rating, it was called Capri, all right? So that's very important. When you go into these C&P exams, not C&P exams, I'm sorry, your annual exams or any exams with your primary care physician, tell the truth. If something's hurting, say that. How often does it hurt? Where's the pain level? Because eventually, if you decide to file a claim, okay, if you decide to file a claim down the road, that evidence can be reviewed, okay? So the answer is no. The primary care physician at the VA does not have a bat line where it's a phone that's ringing, a red phone that's ringing, right to the rater. Hey, this is rater. Hey, this is VA primary care. Veteran showed up, improvement. Go back and look, find their file. Doesn't work like that, okay? That does not happen. So people other veterans that are telling veterans that stop, that doesn't happen. But again, the example that I gave you, that does happen, they can see that information. Now, C&P examiners, this is a bonus. So if you're still watching, you're gonna get a little bit of extra education. C&P examiners, do they talk to raters sometimes? Yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Do they email back and forth? Yes. Okay. Addendum requests. Raters send addendum requests back to C&P examiners, say, hey, you missed something. I need some additional information. Does that happen? Yes, it does. Okay. Now, sometimes there's a good relationship between the C&P examiner and then sometimes it's not. I remember right before I retired, I bumped heads with a doctor in New Mexico. I can't remember if he was in Albuquerque, but somewhere in New Mexico. And he was saying, I need you to call me right now. I was like, you done fell and bumped your head. Who you think you talking to right now? Tell you what, you put in an email, because I was about to get off work at 3:30. You know, you had to clock out right at 3:30. If you were still logged in like 3:35 and you were supposed to get off at 3:30 and management saw that, oh man, they would send you an email the next day. Why were you clocked in? Why were you clocked in extra 5 minutes? Even though you're doing stuff for veterans. So I was like, put in an email, I'll look at it first thing in the morning and I'll respond. He didn't like that. He felt that, hey, he had these initials MD behind his name and I didn't, and he was going to just force me. And I was like, no, I'm not doing it, okay? And when he said, well, I'm going to call your supervisor. Okay, not a problem. Here's his office number and here's his personal cell number, because my supervisor, we both hired in at the same time. And I gave him the number to my supervisor's supervisor. And I had her personal cell number because back when I first started rating, she was my second supervisor. And he called both of them. And I told him, I said, hey, it's after 3:30. After 3:30, I'm no longer on the clock. We're 2 hours ahead of them. I'm not staying logged in to talk to him. I told him put it in an email and I'll get back with it. I need to do the research, and he didn't like it. So that was a bad experience that I had with a CMP examiner. But I've had some really good ones as well. A lot of examiners, they may email and say, hey, are you looking for this? You know, I need to see this, or I can't see that. And they're really doing a good job to be advocates for veterans, okay? But at the end of the day, there is no BAT hotline from VHA, primary care physicians, over to VBA, the Raider side, okay? So veterans, just stop telling other veterans that it's not a secret phone. It's nothing like it's GS-13 classified or anything like that, okay? So that being said, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and don't forget to share this video. Thank you.